Sam Guggenheimer. Welcome to Sensory Overload.
Yee, thanks for having me.
Are you ready to come to your senses?
I hope so.
Get ready, guys, because this episode is not going the way I really thought it was going to go.
Oh! That was like one of the hardest realizations I've ever had to come to. Why does my dad see me with another girl? This is over, and Sam, you need to walk away. Everyone calls me a town bike, thought were my real friends, but they weren't.
I just love you so much.
Oh, this is so cute because you came on mine like years ago saying that you wanted to be on a you wanted to do a podcast.
Yeah.
And now you're here.
And now here I am.
And now I'm on yours.
This is like a full circle
Crazy.
moment.
And mine's over.
And for you guys that don't know, Sam's living in London at the moment, and I'm
I
staying
am.
with Sam.
Yes, he's coming to visit me.
And I just love her so much.
I know. We do so well, like, together. Like, we're very similar people.
Literally.
Like, we're so type A, and we love being social, but we have, like, a battery.
See, I was so convinced I was a type B until I came on this Europe trip. And I was like,
No.
I am more type A than I actually presumed.
You're impulsive, but you're type A.
Definitely.
Yeah.
But we've been friends for 4 years now? 3 years. It's been a long
It's been
time.
ages,
Ages.
hey. Since you were living in Melbourne.
Yeah.
Like,
So-
we've always, like...
Like
When did we first meet? I can't remember.
It was 2022.
Yes.
We met for the first time and we went on that walk.
I don't remember.
You don't remember?
No.
And we got a coffee at Gilson's?
No.
You don't remember at all?
No. Wait, I do. And you were in your white Mazda.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do.
I was about to say, you
Yeah,
fucking
I
should
do. 'Cause
remember.
I forgot that part because then I like skipped straight to the Halloween party
Yes.
that I came to your apartment. Yeah.
After we had the beef. Yeah.
What do we have beef about?
Do you not remember?
No.
Right, we didn't talk for ages because...
Oh my god, yeah.
Yeah, because...
But that wasn't our problem. We
It
weirdly got
wasn't.
involved in it.
Yeah, it wasn't our fucking problem at all. And I'm so glad you came to the Halloween party. Well, like, literally came to my house after
Yeah.
we didn't speak for months.
Yeah.
Which
We
is
are like one of those people where like we don't need to speak every single day, but like we're still friends. And they're my favorite type of friendships. Like I don't need to maintain that friendship, but like we just pick up where we left off like last time.
I was even saying to someone last night, I went on a little, like...
You went on a date.
It wasn't a date.
I'm calling it a date.
It was like, I was meeting up with one of Sam's friends' friend was like, I was like going to meet up with them.
Yeah.
And I was like, Sam, you need to come.
Yeah.
You need to fucking come.
No, and like I had just come back from Mykonos, and guys, like I had a huge time in Mykonos, and I'm like, we have an event tonight with White Fox, and I was like, Bill, I'm not coming. Like I literally need to like sit in my house, like please, like
The
you've
fact,
got this alone.
Yes, that you're like, oh, if you want to go out, like I'll do it for you. Like you're in
Yeah.
London, and then got to it, and she's like, I'm not going.
Yeah, I was like, because like you're going to speak to them with this guy, and I'm like, I don't need to be there. And I was like, if you want me to come tonight, I'm not coming. If you want me to come tomorrow, I'm not coming tonight. Like, pick your wins, babe.
But honest, I'm so glad you didn't come because I would have been like a shell and reserved to you
would
so much.
Exactly, and you would have just like spoken to me the whole time, and I was like, he's gonna get the ick, and he's gonna be like, why is she here? And I was like, no.
It all happens for a reason. But I want to like take it back a bit.
Yeah.
Like
Wind it all back.
wind it the whole way back.
Oh.
Because like guys, we went to Mykonos. Well, I joined Sam in Mykonos.
Yeah.
And I had like this massive like
Spiritual awakening.
spiritual awakening, like reflective. I haven't
Yeah.
told Sam about it either yet.
Yeah, you guys are gonna have to listen to my podcast because mine's all about like
Yeah,
self-help
it's-
and journey.
All gonna be on yours.
Yeah.
Because like I just like became so grateful. And
Yeah.
even yesterday, that's what I was getting at before. I was speaking to them and like talking about you, and I was like, I just love her so much. Like I just like I feel like she's like a little sister to me.
Yes,
like,
you
I
feel
just-
like my little brother.
And I was like, I just like will care for her for anything. I just like love her so much. I was
Oi,
like,
that's so
"Oh."
sweet.
And I was just like, I just love you.
You get very protective over me.
Yeah.
Like obviously like Bill stayed at the same hotel as I was staying in Mykonos, and I like came down the last day and like had breakfast and stuff, and I just like as soon as I saw Bill I just like wanted to cry. I was like, oh my god, you're my person. Like I finally can cry around someone, and I just like bawled my eyes out, and then I bawled myself out
In the middle of
his
breakfast,
hotel
like,
room.
in the
Yeah,
buffet.
in the breakfast buffet, and then he's in his hotel room, and then in the airport.
But that's what
I just
like,
need to let it out.
yeah, you need to let it out.
Yeah.
And I just like I feel like I could be like that with you.
Yeah.
Like I am.
Yeah.
I am.
Like you're just like a safe person.
Yeah, I just love
Yeah.
you. So thank you so much for coming on. But let's wind it back.
Yeah.
Let's
go back.
wind it the whole way back. Because I think me and Sam also have this like what is it? Like a connection where we relate to each other's lives growing up.
Bit of a trauma bond.
Yeah, I'd say a bit of a trauma bond.
Yeah.
And the life that we've lived is very different to, I guess, everybody else's.
Yeah.
And our first like ever meet, I think we walked for like 2 hours and we
Yeah, we
spoke.
did.
Like
Yeah.
trauma bonded and
Yeah.
was pretty much a trauma dump from each
Yeah.
other.
Probably,
On-
it definitely was actually. Now it's all coming back to me.
But like our paths like align in the most random ways possible.
Yeah.
And I think obviously you have just gone out on your own with the podcast.
Yeah.
And you're doing your own thing. And
Yeah.
I just did that.
You just did that. Yeah.
4 months
so
ago.
we're kind of following each other's footsteps.
It's just like, it's always like a full circle moment.
Yeah.
How has that been going from having a brand with another person,
Yeah.
building that career
Yeah.
together,
Yeah.
to now, I guess it might feel like you're doing it by
Alone.
yourself now and alone
Yeah.
and starting over.
I think it's like there's like bittersweets. Like you can think about pros and cons in everything that you do in life. I'm so glad I had the opportunity to do it with someone, and I think when starting in social media it can be really daunting and growing, so it was really nice at the start to have someone that we were like in it together and we could lean on each other in those times where you are so unsure, because there are way bigger people than you in social media and you're going to get intimidated by them. But I always knew that I had her.
Yeah.
But there does come a time where sometimes you do outgrow that person, or you do want different things in your life, and your goals with what you want individually and like personally compared to what you want as a business can get mixed up and blinded, and then it all like you just don't know what you want anymore. So yeah, it was a massive learning thing for me, and like I do not regret it, and I think it was exactly what I needed at that period of my life, and I needed a support network and I needed someone by my side. But now it's so good because I can do what I want as an individual brand.
Yeah.
I don't have to seek approval. I don't have to make sure that it lines up in somebody else's calendar. It's like you do end up like being in a marriage, like
Literally.
and raising a baby.
Literally.
So you can't just like go and be selfish and do whatever the fuck you want when you want to at 23, because you're raising a child.
And I don't think people understand that either.
No.
Especially like in partnerships.
Yeah.
Obviously, what's on social media isn't always what's, going on behind the closed doors and actually nurturing that relationship.
Yeah.
I experienced that with Holly. Like,
Yeah.
it was so, I wouldn't say hard. It's just like, it's hard when you have a vision for yourself.
Yes.
And that vision together isn't aligning.
Isn't aligned.
And it's nothing personal. It's never anything that's.
Yeah. And I think the
within that
biggest thing is
relationship.
like online, you share, and like same with you, like we know each other so well. We've known each other for years. We've both grown up in the social media scene in Australia. And like I see the stuff that you post online and I'm like, everyone thinks everyone knows everything about you. But because I know you personally, I'm like, he's only showing 20% of who he is.
Literally.
And same for me, where it's like, so then people fill in the gaps and then they villainize them. One person's in the wrong, one person's right. But like there can be situations where no one's done anything wrong. No one's the villain.
Exactly. And everyone wants to make drama out of it.
Yeah.
Everyone wants to put two people against, especially two women. Like they want to put two women against each other
Yeah.
and make them hate each other and
Yeah.
make it into this big deal when
Yeah. And it
not.
creates so much fear inside of us. And I think the biggest thing that I know in social media is like a lot of us don't know what to say anymore because we're so afraid of saying something and it always being taken out of context.
Oh,
when you're
100%.
just trying to be your true authentic self, which everyone wants you to preach, is like authenticity. But online, I second guess every single thing I say because you're going to take one thing and run with it and not take either side and stuff like that. Like there's such a fear tactic now involved in social media, which is really sad.
Yeah. And also in Australia because
Yeah.
the Australian market is so fucked.
Yeah.
Like, it's so tall poppy syndrome. Nobody wants to see you doing better than them.
Yep.
And if you have a life that they can't have or that they admire, they want to take that from you.
But I've even noticed that in London, like I obviously have met like a few London people here and like they're also in the scene. Like we're also so blessed by being in social media where it's really, really easy to connect with people all around the world and you can make friends so easily and that's amazing. And I was speaking to a few people who have been in social media in London for ages and like they were saying like the most fucked up things that someone's done to them. And I'm like, well, why are you still friends with them? It's like, because it's beneficial. I'm like, oh my God. Like, but in Australia, not a thing. Like, and that's something I'm kind of glad about. I was like, if you fuck me over, I'm not just going to stay friends with you and let you treat me like shit because it's beneficial. Like it's so warped.
But then also some people, obviously I don't think it's for the scale here because it's crazy here and in the US, but the scale in Australia when like you have like you see friendship, and then you kind of on the outside of that friendship, and you hear everything that they're saying about each other, and you're like, fuck, like I couldn't think of anything worse.
That's like I was like in a really, really deep depression at the start of the year for that very reason. Like I thought girls had my back, and like I dedicated, like I love bringing people up with me. I'm like sharing the experience. Like my parents always say, like include everyone, don't exclude everyone. You never want someone to feel left out. Bring everyone up. But you have to realize that people aren't going to do that to you. So realizing that people didn't do that to me was so like hurtful, and like like I got so depressed and so upset because I dedicated so much energy into people that I thought were my real friends, but they weren't. And it was so like that was like one of the hardest realizations I've ever had to come to.
Yeah.
Is like they don't have your back like you have theirs.
And I think that's like one thing about you. This is going to be the nicest thing I've fucking ever said to you.
And why am I scared?
But like, you know, people can say like, fucking, they have that fucking running joke about town bike or this and that.
Yeah.
But you, and I feel this with you, you are the only kind of person that think I've related to in this industry.
Yeah.
That has those same morals and alignments.
Yeah.
And we have that same expectation for everybody else, but they don't have that.
Yeah.
But you are so true. And anybody that's listening that thinks they know Sam, they really don't. And you are so sentimental and so kind, and like
I think
the way
like,
you handle your friendships and the energy you put into them is so special.
Thank you.
And it's so rare.
Aww,
I love that.
Thank you. I think my parents always raised me of like, and I think you're very much, this is where we relate on, and sometimes like it comes to bite us in the ass and like gets us into drama sometimes and stuff like that, is because like I think the biggest thing I've done since growing up is I would rather let you know that I don't agree with what you're doing, and I don't agree with your moral compass, and I don't like what you're doing or how you're treating someone, and I would tell you to your face rather than go tell every Tom, Dick and Harry behind your back and then you've come like and be fake to your face. I don't want that. I'm going to tell you straight up. And then everyone goes, well, she's so mean. And I'm like, I think it's meaner saying that behind your back and being so nice and sucking your ass to your face. If I like, that is mean to me. So it might get me in trouble initially, but at least I'm not being mean to your face.
Exactly.
Like at least I'm not being mean behind your back and it coming up and hurting you.
And that's maturing though. Like addressing someone like directly and squashing it.
Yeah.
Like this fucking industry is so immature and a lot of people are so young, but people see that as like a fight or an argument.
Yeah.
And it's
I'm not wanting to argue. I'm just saying that like what you're doing right now is not appreciated and it's not valued by me. But through that, I've learnt to like not say anything anymore. I will just like walk away in silence because I'm so scared of confrontation. I hate arguments. I hate like upsetting people because I always like put myself that I'm the villain and that it's always going to be like that it's always going to backfire on me. So I just am like, I'll just walk away before it gets bad.
Do you know where that came from? Like from your childhood?
No, because I used to stand on business. Like I like growing up, I had a pretty hard upbringing. I'm about to cry. I'm so nervous. I don't know why. I had a really hard upbringing, and I don't speak about it online because it involves other people. And again, people think they know a lot about my life, which in some aspects you do know a lot about my life, but the private things I like to keep really private because it involves other people, and I'm not going to put just because I'm online, I'm not going to put their stuff online as well. So I think from growing up and all the experiences that I had growing up, I have only known that I only have myself to rely on. Yeah. So I'm always coming into bat for myself, and I don't ever think that people have my best intentions at heart. So I probably nip it in the butt or cut it off too soon before giving people a chance to prove themselves. And I'm like well aware that that's like a weakness of mine, but it's a defense mechanism. It's a protective mechanism. Like I've got my walls up like the fucking Great Wall of China. Like,
do you ever struggle not getting closure though? I struggle so much not getting closure. Something I'm really working on.
Yeah.
Like, and I need to like realize that like sometimes things don't like I don't need to know the answer.
You can only provide closure to yourself. Like the only like why I say like don't keep texting an ex to try to get answers is why you need to provide it to yourself, because somebody's actions, you never need to understand why. It's a blessing to not understand why they did that to you. Like, if you're like, why did they do that? Why did they treat me like shit? Why did they say that? It's a blessing that you don't understand why.
Yeah.
So don't search for it. I always like tell myself, and my mum always used to remind me, like, if you're asking why, just tap into your higher self. And it's like, okay, they fucked me over. That boy fucked me over. He fucked my best friend or something. And it's like, I'm so grateful that that is now not in my life, because I'm worthy of so much more than that. I'm worthy of someone who doesn't want to fuck my best friend. Like, it's a blessing that you don't understand why they did that. So you don't have to search for closure.
Yeah.
Don't keep texting them, asking them why. Just provide yourself that closure, and just like remind yourself that you're blessed to not understand why they did that. And if you do understand why they did that, and you can validate their actions, then you probably need therapy.
And that I did. That I did. But that's like so fair though. And I think that's like I feel like you are such a secure person when it comes to your emotional regulation and your worth as well, and your attachment style. Whereas like me, I'm so anxious. But like I've gotten so much better. And like even when we had that little falling out, I chased that closure so long, and I still don't know the answer on what fucking happened there.
But that wasn't us.
It wasn't us, but even with you, because I felt so connected with you, I was like, fuck, like I don't know why that happened.
Yeah.
And then even
I think both of us were both so young as well, and we were both. Like, again, both of us were starting
we
in
hated
social
each other,
media.
guys.
But it's because everyone was bitching about, and then our names got involved. But it was like we were being manipulated, and we fell into the trap of like listening to people because they had more power.
Yeah.
And we didn't know we were fucking 20? 19,
so young,
20?
19, 20, yeah.
Yeah. So it's
19,
like we didn't like know. How are we gonna know? Like what is right and what is wrong? Like we're still figuring it out, and then you're looking up to people who you think have it figured out, and you follow in them.
Yeah.
They don't have it figured out either.
And that's the thing, nobody fucking ever has it figured out.
It's everyone's first time at life too.
Literally.
Like no one's got it figured out.
It's like we're so young.
We're so
and
young.
This is what I was so grateful about. Like when I was in Mykonos, like how fucking proud of like myself and you as well. Just like I'm 22 and I've got this.
Yeah.
Like compared to what other people have and like what they've worked for.
But
I'm so proud of myself.
But like even like when you said that, it's like you should be so proud of yourself of everything that you've achieved from a young age. But like other people's goals and achievements are so different to yours. So it's like you can never compare.
No.
Like some people could look at us and be like, okay, yeah, they're having the best time of their life in their early 20s, but the longevity of their like job is not like I'm going to still be at uni and I'm going to be a doctor by the time I'm 28, and they're going to be out of a job by the time they're 28.
Yeah.
Like everyone compares and everyone's do different. So it's like literally just stay in your own lane.
I think like also when like you leave school as well, you have this trajectory of okay, at 19 I'm going to move out. You know, I start uni, and in 4 years I graduate, and then you know I might save to buy a house, and like you have those like milestones.
Yeah.
And
but where's the book to say that that's what you're going to do to be successful?
There's no, but I think that's where I'm like, fuck, like in my head 3 years ago, everything I'm living now I thought would only happen in 10 years.
Yeah.
I'm so proud of myself for you know building that for myself.
Yeah.
Not to compare myself to anybody else, but that's where like I guess this industry and what I relate to you on so much is having those goals and you know those admirations to do shit like that.
Yeah.
And when you surround yourself with people that do that shit,
you guys bring each other up.
You bring each other up.
Yeah. Because I'll never like, for example, like the way that you edit your podcast and the way you do your podcast and everything like that, like to me is so admirable. And I'm like that, I look at you and I'm so proud of you that you've done that and you've achieved that because you've spoken about it for so long. And I'm like, he's fucking done it. Yeah. He's fucking done everything that he said he wanted to do. And I'm so proud of you. But I'll never ever look at you and go like, I have a podcast, and I'll never ever look at you and go, I should be what he has.
Yeah.
And that's where that whole thing that we had yesterday about jealousy and envy. It's
explain that, guys. Listen to fucking this, because when I went through my breakup, Sam told me this, and I was like, "Oh my god, wow!" Like mind blown.
Yeah, it's a really interesting thing. I listened to like shout out Mel Robbins. I'm not I didn't come up with this theory, so it's not the 11th theory, but it's the difference, learning the difference between jealousy and envy. Everyone always says like, and I know especially between female friendships, because
Well, even that example you just gave me, it was so good.
Yeah, so like
good.
in female friendships especially, and I feel like you probably would have a lot of female
Yeah.
listeners. So in female friendships, you treat each other like sisters and you feel like you both owe each other compared to male friendships where they usually treat each other like cousins. So in your best friends or something like that, and you guys have a huge blow up and a huge fallout and stuff like that, it's because you think you guys owe each other. You like think you're biologically connected and you need to do exactly the same that they're doing, and you both need to hit the same milestones. As soon as one person hits a bigger milestone than the other, you see the fallout between the friendships, right? And everyone goes, she's just jealous of you. She's just jealous of you. Like, babe, she's just jealous of you. I hate that. I hate when people say that. It's not true, because I can be jealous of someone, but I can be happy for them. Like, so for example, I started a podcast before you and you started it after me, but I'm jealous of you of how like your editing's done, like how much effort you put in and everything like that. I'm so jealous of you because I'm like, I wish I had that. I wish I could do that, and I wish I had your drive to do that, for example, right?
Yeah.
But I don't think that you shouldn't have that.
Yeah.
That's jealousy, because I'm like, I would love to have that one day. I would love to work so hard, and I'm going to use that jealousy as like motivation to get myself up there, to get myself to the podcasting studio and to like work harder, to speak to my producers more. And I'm going to use that as like the fire in my belly to get there, because I've seen how Bill has done it, and I love that. Envy that's where it's actually becomes toxic, where it's like, I started my fucking podcast before Bill and he's doing all of this shit. What the fuck? You can't just jump in here and think that you're better than me and everything like that. So I'm gonna take you down so I can bring myself up. Yeah. And that's when the big fallout happens. Yeah. So, like, you can't have that. And that's when like your relationships go fucked.
Yeah. And you said that to me, and it put so much shit like into perspective.
Yeah.
Honestly, that was a spiritual awakening in itself.
It's so true though, and you can apply it in like your relationships and everything like
friendships,
that.
Friendships, relationships, like it really puts into perspective that fuck, like you meet a new friends, like are they jealous or are they envious of like of the way they react to things? Or if I tell them good news, how is their reaction?
Exactly.
And it just really puts it in perspective, and I guess like calculates it a lot better.
Yeah,
for
like me and my housemates speak about it all the time, and I'm so blessed that my housemate back in Australia isn't in social media, because I think she keeps me really grounded, and she has a 9 to 5, like she works at Cookai, like she's got it going for her. She's set up at 23 as well, but in a different way. Yeah. And like I'll send her videos of me like on a boat in Mykonos, and she's like, fuck you, I'm so jealous, because she's in an office thing, but she's like not envious, where she's like, I should be in Mykonos on that boat and you should be back here. Yeah. And then she'll do anything and like create a fake account and take me down and like say all this shit, because like, bro, she could cancel me. She knows everything about me.
The amount of fucking people that create fake accounts and comment and shit.
Get alive.
But you guys don't realize, if you put your phone number in there and you're in my contact, I know who the fuck it is. Yeah. You fucking freak.
Or you could go, then you grab the username, you paste it in, and you go, forgot username, it sends you the email. I know who you are.
I know who you are.
And I'm going to find you. And I come back in 40 years and I'm going to haunt you.
But like, it's just so sad. And that's like why when you find those true friendships and you find those good connections,
you hold on to them.
You fucking hold on to them. Yeah. Because there's so much shit you're going to go through in this life. I mean, you've just gone through, that split of breaking your branding and going solo. I already went through that. So like you relate to me on that. If you like say you threw our friendship away, or like you treated me like shit, whatever. Yeah. You have just like done, I'm not going to say done because you didn't do it, but like if you had have done that, that puts you in such a position of like, fuck, like I've just thrown away such a good friendship for something that.
For what?
For what?
Exactly.
Literally for what?
Yeah. And that's why I'm so loyal to my friends. Even my mum said, like, growing up, she was like, you always chose friends over family, because I did have a hard family at home. Like, I love my family. Like, do not get me wrong, my family are amazing, but I always lent to my friends. So, like, I would take a bullet for my friends. Like, I'm so fucking, like, very few friends, but, like, I would honestly, like, if something happened to someone, like, back home, I'd be on the next plane. Yeah. Just instantly. I wouldn't even think about it. Yeah. Like, they're family, like, and everything. They're everything to me. Like, but once you fuck me over, I'll never forgive you. Yeah. Never forgive you.
And that's
you're out.
part of your worth, too.
Yeah.
And
Because I'm like,
you offer so much. Like,
yeah, and that's my love language as well. Is like I'm a giver and I'm an acts of service. I'll do things for you to make your life easier. Like I know I'm in a really blessed position with financially and everything like that. Like I will always like help you out of a situation, but never fuck me over. The second you do, the dog comes out.
The dog. The dog.
The Doberman comes out and I'm ready to fight.
Actually, fucking should though. Like, I'm so much the
Yeah.
same. Like, I don't think actually. Fuck, I'm gonna talk about it.
Yeah.
I can't hold on. Like, I can't know someone's done something shitty and not bring it up to them.
Yeah. Oh my god. It's so petty.
So petty. But we went to an event yesterday, and like I fucked with this girl, and
She's
like,
a cool chick.
She's so cool. Like, I actually really like her. And then like she came up to me, and mind you, she'd unfollowed me after the first time we met, and I was like, what the fuck? Like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
And like any probably like normal person's probably like, yeah, I'm not gonna bring it up. Like, whatever.
She's done the same to me, and I was like, I'm just not gonna say anything.
But I was like, you
Why'd you
unfollowed
unfollow
me.
me?
I was like, you unfollowed me. Like, what the fuck? Like,
And he
are we
didn't drop it
friends?
for like 4 hours.
And she's messaging me. I'm like, that's when I'm like, I can turn that into like a bit
joke,
of banter, like joke and like pass it
Yeah.
on. But like just little things like that, and what I offer to people and what I want to give, and I guess is where we relate so much. I just want to like give my heart and soul to the people I actually fuck with, whether whether I meet them once, I'm like, I really love your energy, and you're somebody
I can gauge it like instantly.
Yeah. As soon as somebody like does something a little bit sus, I'm like, well, I'm gonna call you out on it. Like,
but there's some people in my life as well. Like, I would say I'm a pretty strong person and stuff like that. But then there's like a few people that I'm like, what we said yesterday, where it's like, I shouldn't tell you how to treat an individual. I shouldn't tell you. And this is like you said, you're like, oh, like I just like bring everything up, right? But now I'm at a stage of my life where it's like I'm 23 and a lot of my friends are older than me, and you're the same. It's like I shouldn't tell a 25-year-old how to treat someone. That's innately who they are. And either I have to cop it up, like suck it up and like be treated like that, or I walk away. But like sometimes there's some people in my brain that it's like I genuinely can't walk away, and I'm just going to have to suck it up and let you treat me like this because it's I'm not going to tell you how to treat me.
Oh, 100%. But I think also like a quote I listened to a few years ago was that like 95% of problems can be solved by a mature conversation. And
yes, but sometimes it's not worth your fucking time.
But that maturity has to go both ways.
Yeah.
Like, and that's why I think I'm so like hard on like little things if they get to me, or if I have a problem with someone.
Yeah.
Much rather have a conversation and address it.
Yeah.
Fucking move on. Never talk about it again.
Yeah.
So I know where I stand with somebody, because I'm never gonna you know, be on the opposite foot and they're not in at all. Like,
if they walk away from the friendship, I would rather them have a conversation about it with me. But if you're going to continue to be around them and like everything like that, but you know what they're like, I'm not going to tell you.
Yeah.
I'm just going to like let you do your thing. But like in the back of my mind, I know I'm like, don't expect. And the biggest thing is like what you do for someone, you can never expect the same back.
No.
If I give you the world and I buy you everything, if you're doing that to someone, you can never expect the same back. Never ever put that pressure on someone, because you're choosing that. If they're going to be a taker and a taker and taker and taker, and they're never going to give back, you did that.
You know what fucks me
Never
off?
make it their problem.
When somebody says, oh, like, I bought you a birthday present, are you going to buy me one?
You chose that.
I didn't ask for it.
Yeah,
like,
but it's like you can't expect a birthday present back.
No.
Like a good person might be like, oh, she bought me a birthday present. I'll buy the birthday present.
Buy it because you love them and you want to.
Because you want to do it.
Yeah, show
it's like
that
when you're
gratitude.
asking your boyfriend for flowers. It's like I shouldn't have to ask you. You should want to do it.
Yeah.
So it's like when I asked for flowers and you gave me the flowers, I'm like, I don't want them anymore.
Yeah.
You know.
And I guess like all of this stems from obviously what you go through as a kid.
Yeah.
And like your childhood literally forms the person you are to this day. What do you think was like the hardest part of your childhood and growing up? I know you went to an all boys, lived in an all boys boarding school, which is fucking crazy.
That's fucked. It's actually so fucked.
It's like the more you think about it, the weirder it is.
It's so weird.
But I think there's so much more. Obviously, there is a lot of stuff that has happened in your life that you haven't put on the internet.
Yeah.
And we have like spoken about that.
Yeah.
But what do you think has shaped you the most in that time frame?
I think So I lived in the boarding school when I was 8, and like a lot of stuff happened for my family, and I really truly started to understand it from maybe when I was like 12 to 18. And I know a lot of people in my past who knew me before I was in social media love to say like, oh, she was a bully, she was really, really mean and everything like that. Like I was never a bully, but I was an angry kid. I can always recognize that I was really angry. I was really hurt. Like I wasn't allowed to speak about stuff that was going on at home because my mum was deputy principal at my school. I was like sworn to secrecy. So imagine having so much stuff going up in your head and you're not allowed to go to your friends because you're not allowed to speak about that. So I was
100%.
one tick away from like if anyone said anything wrong, I would fire back at you. Like I was an angry kid. I was hot-headed. I was ready to fight. I was fight or flight my whole teenage years. So going through that was really, really hard. And then I finally clicked one day and I had an eating disorder. I was dying on my
Like you took that
deathbed.
out on yourself now.
Yeah, I was always self-punishment, and I think that was probably one of the hardest things I've ever had to go to.
Yeah.
Was like I finally I'm gonna cry.
No, it's okay, cry.
I finally hated myself enough that I wanted to die.
Oh.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. I'm gonna cry. Oh, give me
And
a
like I punished everybody else around me, and I know that I was a really
Oh my
angry
God,
kid.
you're making me cry now. I get it though, because
But like I was so angry, and I was so like I probably was mean to a few girls, and like I hate that about myself, and that is why I got so skinny and got so ill, like so ill, because I hated what I did to people. I hated what I was seeing. I hated everything around me that I punished myself, and I showed it because I couldn't tell it.
But that's the human experience, and that's growing up and growing as a person.
Yeah.
And the fact you can recognize that now shows that wasn't you. That was a reaction and an outlet for you. And as shitty as it is, we've all done fucking shitty things.
Yeah.
And this is what people don't realize. People expect people on social media to be so perfect and be the best person.
I'm fucking 23. I don't know what I'm doing, bro. It's my first time alive too. Like,
nobody's perfect, and everyone's made mistakes. But when you learn from those mistakes and you grow as a person, that's what every single person does.
Yeah. And that's what I hate when people go like, oh, I knew her when she was like 16. Like, she's a horrible person. I'm like, that was like 6-7
person
years
doesn't
ago.
exist anymore.
She doesn't exist.
Yeah.
Like, move on. Like, if you guys are still holding on to that, like, you don't know me as a person now. You haven't said hi. You haven't reached out in years. Like, you don't know me. I'm not speaking about you in my everyday life, so keep your name out of my mouth.
Yeah.
Like, move on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
But that was probably like the hardest time of my life. Like, not thinking.
What age was that from?
I always had like eating issues and really bad body image issues from like since I can remember. Like I remember in like year 3, I used to like grab my stomach and like in the mirror, like I hated it.
Yeah.
But it like really, really happened in COVID, like that first year of COVID, because it was the only thing I could do. I couldn't go out. I couldn't do anything. So like all my time just like focused on that. So probably like 2020 and then 2021 and 2022 were like probably the worst times of my life.
Yeah. Was there anything that triggered it the most that you can relate to now?
What do you mean?
Like, obviously, like when you like when I went to therapy, they like would try and like bring up what triggered it. Like try and find that link that triggered that behavior. Was there anything for you?
Because I couldn't control anything that was going on at home.
Yeah.
So it was all about it, and a lot of eating disorders are all about a control thing, and it's all stemmed from like a trigger point of something that happened in your life.
Yeah.
I couldn't control what was going on around me. I couldn't control who liked me. I couldn't control anything that was going on at home, and I didn't know how to use my words. I didn't know how to express, and my feelings were often suppressed because there was something bigger to worry about. And my parents always really raised me independently, really resilient, and I relied on that. So it was always something that I could control. I could control exactly what I put in my body. I could control every single thing that was a part of it, because everything else externally wasn't controlled.
Yeah.
So it's all a control thing for me, feeling in control.
Yeah. I'm sorry, this might be a bit invasive, but was the control in like restraining yourself from eating, or was the control in binge eating? Or...
I would get a dopamine hit. So like the hormones in your brain, I would get a dopamine hit, and it would feel like a reward if I didn't eat. Yeah. Like it was a reward. I understand the psychology of binge eating, but mine was restriction. It was like, oh my God, yeah. And like I trigger warning for girls like that. Like that's not healthy. And I was miserable. Like I hated my life. Like I didn't want to be here, but it was such a control thing. And it was like when you go through recovery and everything like that, they say the anorexic voice is like an Anna, and you're feeding that voice. And if you don't feed that voice, it gets really loud and really disappointing and over consuming. Like I disassociate in conversations because their voice in my head might get so loud that it's like I don't want her to get loud, so I'm not going to eat so she doesn't get loud. Do you know what I mean? Like, does that make sense?
I understand it so much. I'm just trying to give context to the audience for them to kind of relate to it, because I think that the hardest part about going through these stuffs, and I've had my own journey, and you go to therapy, and you don't realize until later. A lot of the time you don't understand until later. And
so my therapist said, like, as a kid, like if stuff happened to you, like, and you probably might relate to this in your early years of life, like the formative foundational years of your life, in the first 10 years, if something really, really traumatic happens, then your brain cannot process it, and it like cognitively like puts it to the back of your brain, and it will come up a few years later. That's why when everyone goes like, oh, have a Britney Spears moment, and you see like those kids like that were in like Disney shows and stuff like that, when they got so successful from like 12 to 15, and then they have a fucking ball out, like Demi Lovato, and she's a drug addict and everything like that in her 20s and stuff like that. It's because her brain couldn't process the trauma that happened to her as a young kid. Like it was too traumatic that it then like it suddenly will just come up one day.
So many people's normal. That's normal to them. And I didn't even realize my whole childhood, and like, I mean, you know a lot about my childhood. I thought that was normal. Up until I was 19, I thought I had a normal childhood. I thought fucking everybody's dad was a drug dealer, and all these shits like happened, and everyone, you know, all the shit I went through. I really thought that was normal, and it wasn't until after when, you know, I talked to my friends, or like, I'd be like, and they're like, oh yeah, I'm not scared of my dad. I'm like, what? Like, really?
Ew.
Whoa, I thought dads were just scary. Like,
we all don't have daddy issues around here.
Well, I didn't realize that until after. So many listeners are probably listening and be like, I'm going through that right now, but I've only just clicked to myself. I've got a fuck problem. And it happens a lot with drugs as well. A lot of people don't realize they have a problem until after, and they're like, fuck.
And like, I think you should all be really proud of yourself if you recognize it. The first step is recognizing that. Like, I remember like my brother, I have two brothers, and my middle brother, he still lived at home, and he kept on saying to my mum, like, Sam's really sick, Sam's not eating, like, Sam's rapidly losing weight. And my mum was like, no, she's fine. And I was so scared to say it to my mum. And then the first time I admitted that I had a problem, I went down to my dad, and I just like hugged my dad, and I was like, I'm so hungry. I'm so fucking hungry. And my dad just like bawled his eyes out, and he was like, I didn't know, and he didn't understand. Like I was a silent sufferer, but I recognized that, and I still didn't get better for 3 years. Like for 3 years, I was still so hungry. Like, you know what I mean?
I was still hungry,
but I was not ready to get better. So yes, you can
journey.
recognize that you have a problem. It's until, and I always say this, especially about like drug addicts and stuff like that, until they want to put themselves into rehab, stop telling them to go to rehab, because you're going to lose them. They're going to get out of your life until the day that they come to you and say, get me to rehab. It's their journey. Because you can put them into rehab 40 times, but they don't want to get red. They'll get clean for 30 days in the rehab thing, and then they'll go get high as soon as they get out, because they don't want it.
When did you start therapy?
I started therapy when I was like 15, because my parents were like she's probably like not right. Like, we probably should be doing therapy. And then my therapist like broke confidentiality, so I was like, fuck therapy. I was like, fuck you guys. Like, you told me you won't tell my parents, and then suddenly my parents knows everything. And then I was forced into therapy within like eating disorder recovery. But I just like hated them, and I was like a pathological liar to them. I would lie to them about everything. They probably knew I was lying, but I would lie to them about everything. And then it wasn't until I actually got cancelled on TikTok that I went to therapy.
What year was that?
2022.
2022. So were you at your healthiest post eating disorder 2023?
I would say I didn't get I'm probably the healthiest I've been now.
Yeah.
Well, that's a lie. That's a fact.
That's
Lie. Sorry. I just lied on
Sorry.
the
Now I'm.
Rewind. I think the healthiest I ever was 2024.
Yeah.
But
And-
I physically healthy was 2023. I like recovered physically, and
Yeah.
there's a difference between physical recovery and mental
Yeah.
recovery. I'm still mentally like it goes up and down. Like when
Mm.
I'm stressed and when I'm anxious, like
That's what I was gonna say. Like post like 2020, end of 2022, 2023, you
Yeah.
have been through like so many things publicly
yeah,
with like your breakup with Caleb,
yeah,
all of this stuff that's like happened
Yeah.
as well.
yeah. Like
Ha-
I look back at that. I saw it the other day. That video of us at the
Mm.
Halloween party,
Mm.
and I went in your apartment, and I thought I was recovered then.
Yeah.
And I look back, I'm like,
Yeah.
I look so sick,
Yeah.
but I didn't realize at that time how sick I looked.
Was it? But has there been any events that have happened since then that have triggered it again?
No,
Do you
it doesn't
still
trigger.
go back
It's
into
all a mental
anything?
thing for me. Nothing
Yeah.
really triggers me. It's all me.
Yeah.
It's like, and that's what I say is like when other girls like have eating issues and everything like that, they could tell me everything that they're going through, and I will understand it, but it will never trigger me.
Yeah.
No one's issues ever trigger me,
Mm.
and that's what I find really really strange. It's all me.
Yeah.
But
it's your voice inside your
Yeah,
head.
my ex-boyfriend triggers it a lot.
Yeah.
That's probably the only person that does it. I
Yeah.
used to put a lot of self, not now, but like I used to put a lot of self-worth because he recovered me. He got me better.
That's just security though. That's,
Yeah.
And like this is the thing when people build relationships. Like this is what I struggle so much with dating
Yeah.
in this day and age. That person becomes your security and the person that you
Yeah.
invest
He's
your
your
time
comfort
and
person.
effort into. Going from relationship to relationship to relationship and putting that time and effort into someone is I don't personally think is ever healthy,
No.
and it's gonna hurt you regardless.
Yeah.
Going through that and going
Yeah.
through that breakup.
Yeah.
You have been through that breakup for a long time.
Oh my god. Oh my god, guys. Fucking hell.
But how did it go from going through that breakup to going through all of that time dealing with it
Yeah.
and your eating disorder, relating and linking that?
So Caleb came into my life when I was really, really sick,
Mm.
and he didn't know I had an eating disorder until my mum told him, because she was like, "Oh, well, she's spending a few nights at your house. Like, I need to let you know because I'm really worried about her." And he then came to me, and he was the one who, like, and I will to my grave, thank you, Caleb, for
Yeah.
saving my life. Like,
Yeah.
really. But I think because he saved my life, I put a lot of worth in or like comfort in that, because like anytime I was doing bad or like anytime I was really struggling, he was the only one who could help me.
Yeah.
Because I didn't tell my parents, I didn't lean on my friends. I was so ashamed that I had an eating disorder, but somehow he saved me, and he didn't let me he didn't walk away in that really hard time. So I think now anytime I'm struggling,
And that would have been so valuing to you for somebody
Yeah.
that would stick by you.
yeah, and he didn't
all
walk
that.
away.
Yeah.
So then anytime I do struggle or anytime I am going through a hard time, not even just like necessarily through my eating, I go to him because he's the only one who knows. Do
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Because
Yeah.
I love people like trauma dumping on me, but I normally take it on board and I don't really trauma dump back.
Yeah.
And he's the only person that I used to be able to like offload to. So now going through like your early 20s alone, and I don't have him, he like until a couple months ago, he was someone, and same for him. Like we were the same for each other. It was like we both just kept on like going to each other for comfort, because we didn't know who else we'd go to, because we only had each other for those 3 years. So that's
Which I don't think is an unhealthy thing either.
No.
I don't think that's unhealthy at all.
Yeah.
And I think it's good to have that person.
Yeah.
Whether that person looks like a friendship,
Yeah.
a relationship, your
Yeah.
forever partner, your husband, whatever.
Yeah.
It is still so
Yeah.
beautiful to have
Yeah.
that person.
And because we didn't have a bad breakup and it wasn't a toxic relationship, no one cheated on one another and everything like that, sometimes a long breakup has to happen. And I learnt so much doing that, and like I'm exposing myself fully. It was a really long breakup.
But that's normal.
But I needed to
yeah.
learn it, and that's now like when my friends go through shitty things with their relationship, and I said that with you when you're going through. I was like, you'll go back to him so many times until that one day that something clicks in your head and you're ready to walk away.
Yeah.
And that only happened a couple of months ago with me. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck, it'd be so much harder doing it when you live in the same city as
Oh,
well.
thank God. Dude, guys, thank God I was in London when I found out that fucking shit. I promise.
One thing about Sam, she's a subliminal. Look, wait, what is the word? Subliminal.
Subliminal?
Go
on, King. You got this.
That one, Queen. Like you and your TikToks.
Oh. Don't give me a story.
So-
I will. I'm like, I think I'm the queen of making subtle digs.
Literally,
Yeah.
like
Don't fuck
I know
me
it because
over. Yeah,
I'm on the
you
close
get it.
friends.
You're on the close friends.
I understand.
Yeah.
And we talk, but
yeah.
to everybody else, I'm like,
Everyone's like, what's this about?
They got no idea.
I'm like,
But I seen you do one the other week when you kind of work, like you just came to London.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, there we go. What happened?
To keep it light and fun, like someone, like they were always like, you're my end partner. You're my end partner. You're my lifelong partner. He said that to me 2 days before I went to London. 2 days. What happens 4 days later? Why does my dad see him with another girl? Huh? And that's the thing is like everyone calls me a town. Everyone calls me a town bike and everything like that. I've been with this man still since we've broken up, bro, pretty much. Like, and that's when I was like, oh my God. And I was like, he was the one who said he didn't want a relationship. He needed to figure himself out. I'm like, ew. And my dad's like, the fuck? Because I tell my parents everything. And I was like, see ya.
I
So
think
he's
if you were a town bike, I feel like you'd be a Peloton. Like you just don't move. Like
you call me starfish, cunt?
no, I'm like you don't get around.
I don't.
You don't. You don't sleep with people.
No, I don't.
Like,
I'm fucking afraid of intimacy, guys. I have raging body dysmorphia. I don't like people seeing me naked.
Yeah, like
I actually am
like
scared
you're
of
like
it.
the least
Sexual person.
And
I get so weird about it.
and that's why I think it's so funny.
It's so funny.
When I see it, and I'm just like, oh, shut the fuck up. But
It's because like I have a lot of guy friends, but
They
like
want
people
it,
need to
though.
realize is because like I lived in a boarding school. I fuck with guys. Like I like pick me, girls go. Like pick me. But like I know how to have good banter with guys. So
Yeah.
like I'm gonna fuck with them. Like I'm gonna fuck around with them. Not like that, but like as a friend thing.
But these guys,
Not their fault if they like me.
These guys just want to put wheels on this fucking bike.
Yeah.
Like they want to ride it.
I'm
they
stationary.
They just want to ride the bike.
You haven't scanned the line bike to start riding. It's stationary. It's locked.
100%. But you seen him with a girl. Oh no, your dad
dad did.
your dad seen him with a girl and he sent it to you. What was like your initial reaction?
I heard that clicked. I was like, everything he's told me is a lie, and he never wants me to completely and utterly close the door fully. Something clicked in my brain, and I was like, nah, we're never getting back together. We're done for good. Like, this is over, and Sam, you need to walk away. And if you don't walk away, you are never going to find the person that loves you unconditionally forever. And
do you ever feel bad that he also, like, if he feels that way about you, that he feels the need to either try and replace that or find that elsewhere?
no, because if you really, really loved me and you know, men have a traffic light theory. If their brakes are on for red, like even he might not date or marry this girl. Like I don't really care about them. Like go off kings like and queens. Like do whatever you want. But like also bad for that girl because 4 days before, you were saying you loved your ex-girlfriend.
Yeah.
So it's like it's so unfair, but like he will just like men pick the closest thing to them.
Exactly.
Do you know what I mean?
It's like they want
So it's like he could love me for the rest of his life.
But put yourself in his shoes.
Yeah.
Imagine how he's thinking when like you're going to London. You're going.
I don't think he's thinking. He doesn't think, bro.
I think he does. I think he thinks more than what we all do, like us guys. But
I'm just worthy, and I know that I'm worthy of someone like who finds me. And will do whatever they want. They'll move hell and earth. And loving me is not hard.
Oh, definitely.
Like, and I will do that.
Yeah.
And I don't need you to. I shouldn't have to fight for you to prove my worth.
I think like you've made like the best decision for you.
Yeah.
For you, 100%. I also just like I think I see like both sides of it, where it's like he's seen that you've moved away and you're gonna live this and create this whole new life in a whole new city.
But you could be a part of that if you wanted to.
You could have 100%. But now he's like in that city and he's like, well, my ex isn't here anymore. Like that girl's not there. I can't build that now. Even though
you
if I had the, if
a
I
year
had the
and
balls,
a half too, babe.
yeah, you could have.
Yeah, you could have, but you didn't.
Now he's like, oh, I need to find that connection with somebody else. Like I need to.
Yeah, I get that side.
Have that safety
but
with
it's
somebody
like,
else.
I'm the type of person where like if I feel an undeniable
That's not
connection,
fair on you at all.
Yeah.
That's not fair on you.
I don't really care, and I think I was so glad it kind of happened. I was so glad because it was a thing I needed to walk away.
Yeah.
Like I always in the back of my mind, I was like, walk away, Sam, walk away, walk away. Like why are you still standing here sometimes? But it was like, not done, see you later. And now I'm like,
Yeah, 100%.
I don't really care. And I think it kind of I was so glad it kind of happened. I was so glad it kind of happened. I always in the back of my mind, I was like, walk away, Sam, walk away, walk away. Like why are you still standing here sometimes? But it was like, not done, see you later. And now I'm like,
Which is once you hit that fucking moment, like
Oh my God, it's been so freeing.
it's so.
I didn't realize how
freeing.
like I probably was in denial about how much it was weighing on my chest.
Yeah, and it's so hard when you're still seeing them, like and still.
Oh yeah, we wouldn't see often.
But like you.
No, we wouldn't see each other often.
Just in the Macca's drive-through.
Oh yeah.
But it's
Sue
still hard though. Like
me.
when you are like
we
in
were
the same
also really
city.
good friends.
Yeah, but
like we
then
weren't just like still together and like dating and everything like that.
Mm.
Like I'm making that very clear. Like we weren't. Like we both saw other people in that time. Like I was dating a guy in Bali and everything like that. But we would go months on end not speaking to each other, and then somehow we'd always like,
come back.
hey, how are you? Like what's been up? Like you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like just check-ins.
Yeah.
So
And I
I'm
feel
glad I like.
that's your first love too.
Yeah.
Like, is it? Yeah. He was
Yeah.
your first love.
Yeah.
Like that's such a natural experience to have. with
Yeah, and
somebody.
because we like really formed a life
Yeah.
together, it took some time to like completely separate.
Yeah. Do you think you're finding it hard now? Because I find friendship, business, like when I went through it with Holly, it was like you have obviously a person that you run every decision by.
Mm.
Did you feel similar with Izzy after you guys kind of went on your own way? Oh fuck! Like now, like I'm on my own. Like I've got to think about it for myself now.
No, I wish Izzy nothing but the best in everything that
Mm.
Izzy does. I know that she wants,
Yeah.
and I don't compare myself. And we're very different people, and I know I'm really in tune with my gut feeling, and I know if something's right or wrong.
Yeah.
So I've always known that for myself, and I
Yeah.
know that everything that comes into the universe for me is going to teach me
Yeah.
a lesson. So I just don't overthink
But you didn't
it.
have any reliant on that partnership at
No.
all. That's so good.
I knew that we were gonna be fine,
Yeah.
and never been like I didn't need her.
Yeah.
We didn't need each other. We had each other.
Yeah. Exactly.
Like I didn't think that everything was gonna disappear once we separated.
Yeah.
Like we had each other. We didn't need each other.
Yeah. And you had that support.
Yeah.
Which like you guys did such an amazing job. on
Yeah,
that-
it was
that
insane,
2
and it was like
years
the
of-
best thing ever, and like the community that we built, like we didn't
Yeah.
ever think we would build it that.
I just
long.
also remember we did that live show together as well.
Yeah, so crazy. Hey,
Literally, like
yeah,
that. I'm
that
just
feels
having
so
a-
long ago.
I'm
Hey,
having a full
because our
circle
life
moment.
moves so quickly in this industry. Like so much
Mm.
happens. Like so much happens in a few days.
Yeah.
Like babe, I was on like so much fucking happened. Like honestly, it's fucked.
But that's what life's about. Like you're living it.
Mm.
And I'm proud of you for like actually coming to London and doing that for yourself and creating something else and going out by yourself and doing your
Thanks.
podcast. And I just really hope don't fucking lose that passion.
Aw, thanks.
I'm gonna be
Bill.
so fucking real with you right now.
Mm.
So fucking real.
Mm.
And I want you to address it however the fuck you want. Open up, be honest, but don't lose the passion that you have had this whole fucking time and this fire inside of you
Yeah.
by any distraction, because
Yeah.
you are the one person I think in this industry that has the capability and the power and the mentality to fucking do the world and move mountains and create such a big thing for yourself.
Thank you.
That passion inside of you, if you don't lose that, you have
Yeah.
the fucking world at your feet.
Yeah. And I think it's like all like you gotta keep like true to yourself in that whole time, and it's like
And who you surround yourself with and how you keep
mm,
you and your friendships accountable for each
Yeah.
other. And
that's why I'm grateful I have you.
I'm grateful I have
Petition
you.
for Bill to move to London.
Honestly, guys, after
I tell you,
This-
I can convince anyone to come here.
after this like little trip and the weather being so good, I've been like, next year I think I might try and do it. I reckon.
I reckon.
And I don't know how that's going to look. And I literally just said to my family, like, I waited outside the house because I didn't want to wake you up and then you were awake anyway. But I was like on the phone to my cousin for like half an hour outside the house. And I was like, you know what? Like, whatever's meant to be and what happens is going to happen.
Yeah.
I'm loving London like right now. And
You just gotta ride the wave. Like you
If
don't have to set everything up.
if that possibility comes up next year, because I'm not fucking living here in winter, that's fucked. No, thank you.
Hell no.
Absolutely no. If that
Unless I
opportunity
find
happens,
like the love of my life. I would move anywhere in the world for the love of my life.
yeah, I always say that to
Yeah.
people. But then also
Home is where the heart is.
I think I just can't leave my family in Australia. Like they're my fucking world. Like my dream has always been to have a
Guess
farm.
I'll get on a plane
Fly
back
to
to
your city.
Plane's always there, babe.
It always is. But
Yeah. You just have yourself on that.
Australia's so good.
It is.
So
It is good, but not for the time period. Not for the period of life I'm in right now.
No, you're young. This is like kind of the only time you're actually ever gonna get. To
Bitch, I
fucking
got
do it.
jet setting to do. I'm fucking busy.
You got a JetBlue holiday to book. You get saved 50
I'm
pounds.
on EasyJet.
You have so much, and
Yeah.
I just appreciate you so
Likewise,
much, and
babe.
thank you so much for opening up.
Thanks for having me on. I cried. I really outed my fucking relationships.
That's what this podcast is all about.
Yeah,
It's a
and
sensory
I'm about
overload.
to fucking get you a bit of self-discovery in mine, babe.
I know. I'm so excited
I'm excited to have you
to see
on.
what happens, and I'm so glad you came to your senses today.
Thanks.
Guys, if you want the BTS and any extra episodes, go onto Patreon and subscribe to our Spotify subscriptions.
Do it.
Do it. It's so fucking good over there. The tea that everybody gets. Oh,
Crazy.
love it.
It's like a close friends. It's like Bill's close friends.
Literally. I love you guys, and thank you so much for listening. I'll see you next week.
Bye.